everyone. This is Skip Sinwell, your beloved Campus Chronicles beat reporter, speaking truth to power and morning announcements to middle schoolers. Our top stories today. Multiple cheerleaders have confessed to participating in a human pyramid scheme. The possum that lives on the roof of the school, is it getting smarter? And finally, 2 staff members haven't been seen in several days. I'm referring specifically to our beloved Miss Linda the Lunch Lady, best known for her chocolate cherry chimichangas, and our school janitor, Mr. Humphrey, best known for his ominous scowl and secretive waste management habits. But in a stunning and potentially related turn of events, the school drama teacher, Miss McGeary, has been moved to the custodial department, which the administration reports is due to budget cuts and not due to the mysteriously missing janitor. Seems suspicious, if you ask me. And if you ask me, you should always ask me. We now go to Miss McGeary for a comment on what's going on.
Hello there, students, fellow faculty, the possum. I would like to just reassure all of you that my new custodial position is not a demotion, but a lateral move to an equally important position, like a jazz score that stops halfway through. A jazz line, if you will. I believe that keeping the school clean is just as important as keeping the school artistic. And when life gives you lemons, you should make a lemon meringue pie. I mean, not that I've ever successfully made a lemon meringue pie, but they're very tricky, and anyways, it's nice to have goals. Look, what I'm trying to say is, if anybody has what it takes for the job, it's me! Cleaning is just like theater, and don't say that it's not. When I mop, I'll channel Shakespeare, and I'll cry out, dim spot. Custodians are theater artists, their school a masterpiece, and like theater directors, they're sick of seeing grease. Oh, I'll sweep like Dick Van Dyke and have a tap break now and then. Then I'll plunge into the toilet like Javert into the Seine. The Seine. Oh, cleaning is just like theater, and art that's truly fine. So grab the Windex and the squeegee, 'cause it's my time to shine, literally. So, in conclusion, don't cry for me, student body. I'll have you know that I've been planning the most important event of the year. No, the century. So put that in your script and smoke it. Anyways, I have to go clean up the home ec kitchen because somebody spilled a bunch of eggs and lemons and lemon meringue pie filling. No idea who did it. Ciao!
Hey drama gang, Foster here, holding Ginger, the goldfish. Or the remains of Ginger the goldfish. She kicked the bucket this week. Now I know what you're all thinking. Foster, isn't carrying around your dead fish kind of weird? Well, I'll tell you what's weird. The things that are going on in this school. Lunch Lady Linda and the janitor gone missing. Miss McGarry suddenly a custodian. Me and Ginger are headed right to the place where you can both flush a fish and flush out a mystery. Custodia. That's right, Janitor Humphrey's secret lair in the back of the school. Now, I know what you're thinking. Foster, no one knows what's in Custodia. No one's allowed in Custodia. Mr. Humphrey doesn't like kids going near Custodia or going near anything. But now, grumpy Mr. Humphrey's gone, Lunch Lady Linda vanished, and Miss McGarry is refusing to spill the dirt on her new janitor job. Which is presumably a lot of dirt. And you guys know I love a mystery, so here I am, alibi in hand, recording this in case I get caught skipping second period. Ginger here is my plausible deniability, and my friend who's dead. Not necessarily in that order, but look, this is important. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad Miss McGarry is keeping such a good attitude about this, but if she isn't here to direct the drama club, then our musical will be directed by Coach Brockjaw. Coach Brockjaw. He once asked me what jerseys they wear in the Jersey Boys. I'm telling you, drama gang, I'm not only going to Custodia for myself, I'm going there for everyone. And maybe myself. I've always loved a mystery. They're pretty much the bomb. I used to stay up reading Sherlock, then interrogate my mom. Oh, mysteries are daunting, yes. They're filled with fear and doubt. But my dad, Fish, and I are gonna figure one out. Isn't that right, Ginger? Ginger? Oh, right. I'm not a stranger to a mystery. Just check out all my logs. There's an abandoned dugout at the school and a freezer full of frogs. But no one's faced Custodia, so dark and probably cursed. But my dad, Fish, and I, yes, my dad, Fish, and I, yes, this dad, Fish, and I will have to be the first.
Be careful, Foster. I don't want to exaggerate, but literally everything I've heard about, thought about, or talked about for the past forever is the fact that Mr. Humphrey and his lunch lady Linda vanished into thin air. I don't want to make any baseless speculatory remarks, but for all we know, she suffered a gruesome fate too horrible for words. Be careful down there, and don't do anything crazy. I know you can be a little dramatic, so I'm begging you, just tone it down. Oh, I'm sorry. I see what I did there. But don't worry, I have a calming technique for situations like this. It works like this. There's so much here that we don't know. It's really overwhelming, so let's use a little logic and we'll be okay. Mr. Humphrey's awful shifty, puts the odds at 50-50. Are there nothing wrong where there was foul play? Frankly, when I think about it, something starts to sting about it. Nothing is for sure, but now I've got a hunch. Mr. Humphrey is a killer. He took Linda just to grill her. Now I'm playing Linda. Sweet little Shay Linda. Poor little Shay Linda's his lunch.
Hey, drama gang, I know school had just let out for the day, but this is an emergency video call. Carrie, you were right. I think something seriously weird is happening in Custodia. Not only did I not see Miss McGarry, but it was all dark down there, and I couldn't find a light switch, so I wound up using my phone flashlight to flush Ginger down what was either a custodial sink or a bathtub for small, unusually shaped children. And then, just as I was going to leave, I found this, a wallet. I know Mr. Humphrey hasn't been in school all week, so I thought it couldn't have been his. But then I found his ID inside. And this creepy poem. I promise I will keep you safe. I will watch over you until you die. You will never be far from my sight. We will always share the ties that bind. So I'm thinking 3 things here. 1, Mr. Humphrey may very well still be in Custodia. 2, if he's down there and I didn't see him, then Custodia must be much bigger than we imagined. I'm talking secret tunnels big. And 3, if this poem is about Lunch Lady Linda, then she could be in serious trouble. And 3, the reprise, with Miss McGarry acting so strange, we cannot rule out the option that she's in on the whole thing. Look, I don't want Coach Brockjaw directing the musical any more than you guys do. He once asked me who runs defense in a chorus line. But with less than 24 hours left until auditions, I'm calling on the whole drama gang to team up and figure out just what's going on here. The only problem is I'm not allowed to use more than 15 minutes of video chat per day ever since we did that live reading of Angels in America, parts 1 and 2. Now, my parents monitor all of my social apps. Does anyone have any ideas on how we can talk more confidentially?
As it happens, I have broken out on an app just for us drama kids. It's like YouTube, but better, more confidential. And the algorithm doesn't keep recommending I watch the cast of Riverdale do ASMR with slime. We can chat on it as long as we want, and the only way to access the app is by answering passcode questions that only the drama kids will know. Like, who got spun off the turntable in Les Mis 2 years ago? Ashton Newman. Who got trapped under Milky White in Into the Woods? Ashley Newman. What broke down during Grease and had to be carried off stage? Trick question, both the car and Ashley Newman. I'm telling you guys, this app is a game changer. To answer any other questions you may have, here's my assistant Lane with a helpful presentation.
Does the concept of a Snapchat Fill your mom and dad with fright? Do you have to clear your browsing history every single night? We must communicate, stay up to date, no matter where we are. And my friends, there is an app for that, and it's spelled Theater, theater, drama, gossip, whisperer, for sharing stuff with each other. It's super fun and quite secure. Theater, like a trendy app, it ends in It's really gonna cause a stir, so log on now to theater. Did you guys get all of that? I don't know why we didn't just do a PowerPoint. I need some water.
Hey followers, it's Maddox here. Sorry, I mean drama club friends. It can be so hard to remember I'm not running an immensely successful food review channel when I normally am running an immensely successful food review channel. I'm sure you can all imagine the stress. But as a resident foodie of the drama club, I wanted to hop on this new app, thanks Teching Lane, and let everyone know that they should savor their Salisbury steak today, because from now on, the cafeteria is only going to be serving fish. I overheard one of the lunch ladies whispering it today in line. She said, and I quote, "There's only going to be one option, fish." Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Maybe it's due to budget cuts, maybe it's due to the disappearance of lunch lady Linda. All I know is if you want more food news, or as I call it, foods, then like, share, and subscribe. Oh shoot, I did it again.
Maddox, your dino
Mommy, not in front of my friends.
Okay guys, it's Terry. Please don't think I'm being dramatic like my sister Carrie, but I was at home feeding my cats dinner when I saw all of your messages, and I immediately rushed back to school where I'm already searching Custodia for more clues. I don't know what Mr. Humphrey did to make Lunch Lady Linda disappear, or how Mrs. McGarry got tricked into taking his old job, but if you ask me, we can't trust that grouchy janitor as far as we could throw him. I mean, if the entire drama club teamed up, we could probably throw him a couple of yards, and then he'd be really grouchy. I heard that if a teacher ever looks at him funky, he'll leave a caution wet floor sign outside of their classroom for a week, even if it's not a wet floor. How messed up is that? What are these? These were Lunch Lady Linda's. Did she get lured down to Custodia too? Where does this go? Oh no, I'm starting to panic. What was that calming technique my sister taught me? Didn't it go like... There's so much here that we don't know. It's really overwhelming. So let's use a little logic so we don't get scared. All of Linda's things are here, which honestly is kind of queer. But maybe she just wanted different clothes to wear. Now I'm lost without a map, and maybe this is all a trap. And Mr. Humphrey planted this to catch me too. What a novel exercise. Now I'm breaking out in hives. Tell my cats I bid them adieu.
Guys, I have huge clues news, or as I call it, clues. So, I was at the mall tonight, right? Because I wanted to stop at GameStop and get the new game, Animal Flossing. You know, the one about the cute animal that do fun victory dances and fight to the death. Except I had to get my sister to drive me, and she wanted the Joy Store. So I was standing there, waiting for her to finish talking about, I don't know, ear bracelets or whatever, when I see it. A ring box labeled Elmer Humphrey. Now, I don't know Mr. Humphrey's first name for certain, but I've read enough books to know that if your name is Elmer, you're almost certainly a cranky old man, and Mr. Humphrey is, well, a cranky old man. And get this, the box said, "One to rule them all," on the lid. So here's what I'm thinking is going on. Mr. Humphrey is, drumroll please, an evil wizard. Do you guys think that could be anything? I mean, I'm just spitballing here. Add me on Animal Flossing. Peace.
Hey everyone, this is Gloria. Terry gave me these keys earlier this afternoon when we were rehearsing for tomorrow's auditions. She's okay, by the way, just a little anxious. And so am I. I so hope I don't have to audition for Coach Brockjaw. One time I asked him if he'd ever seen Chicago, and he said the Bulls or the Cubs. And I'll admit, did Terry remember to mention that today was my birthday when we hung out? No. And have any of you mentioned it yet today? A day which I might add is almost over? Also no. But here I am. Anyways, being an incredible friend, sneaking around spooky Custodia labyrinths in the middle of the night on my birthday, trying to find the door that this key will fit into. Oh my gosh, this is it. This is the door. Oh my gosh. You guys did remember my birthday. You guys are the best drama club ever. I am so sorry I ever doubted any of you. At last I feel my life's complete, and it feels so good. It tastes so sweet. I've watched other people's birthdays every year since I was 9, and now finally someone remembered Hold on, I'm getting some chat messages. Let me read them real quick. Oh, you guys didn't know it was my birthday. Then who put these balloons here? Did the janitor know it was my birthday? Did the possum? I think I need some time.
Good morning, everyone. And by everyone, I mean the drama club. And by good morning, I mean Jacques. I'm Skip Sinwell, your beloved Campus Chronicles beat reporter, here with some breaking in news. That's right, I found out about your unprofessional little investigation, and I've infiltrated your so-called secret application. Using drama club secrets as credentials. You forget that those secrets aren't so secret when you have to review every single production for the Campus Chronicles. Well, I personally find this all a complete affront to the good name of investigative reporting, so I will be commencing my own official investigation. I did not take one semester of journalism to be outscooped by some theater nerds in tap shoes. More details at 11 or whenever I feel like it.
Sorry about that, just some technical difficulties. If everyone wouldn't mind updating their apps, we're going to go ahead and remove some pesky bugs and unauthorized access. Due to popular demand from the Drama Club, we're also going to add more videos in which the cast of Riverdale do ASMR with slime. I hope you all remember this when I need money to launch my first startup. Now, another school day is beginning, and if we haven't gotten to the bottom of this by 3 p.m. today, we'll all be auditioning for Coach Brockjaw, the man who once asked me if Pippin was about some guy named Scotty. Everyone, get cracking. And since the app's about to be down for a second, Lane, cover for me.
Theater, some issues with our processor. But think of how much more fun we'll have in version 1.1. Updating without a hitch. 3 hours left, that must be a glitch. Thank you for your patience, ma'am or sir. We'll see you soon on theater. I can't believe I'm just coming up with these on the fly now. You guys have to start paying me more.
Hey guys, I've got some big news.
No phones allowed!
Sorry, I'm recording for my first period library study hall. I just overheard a group of teachers whispering, which I for one think is a very suspicious thing to do in a library, which I should know because I'm being very suspicious right now. I couldn't make out everything, but it sounded like they said, that sneaky man, something, captured her, something, I can't believe, something, honor I would, something, murmur, something. Honor this whole thing, mysterious whispering, fiasco. And then Coach Brockjaw said, I don't know if we can trust her with McGeary with something this important. I think Miss McGeary got caught up in some librarian teacher janitor cult, and I think Brockjaw pushed her to do it so he could take over the musical.
Put your phone down!
See, that's extremely wicked. We've only got one short day to help Miss McGeary before she gets caught up in something bad, for good.
Whichever girl is still talking, you will be given detention.
I'm not that girl!
Danny here. Some of you may not recognize me because I play in the pit band, which means I spend half of my life in a tiny room underground. But I'm in the drama club, and I'm as dedicated to finding out the truth about Custodia as the rest of you. Mostly because the secret network of tunnels under the school would be very helpful to me, as there's hardly any room in the pit band for my toaster oven, my mini fridge, or my hammock. My life is very hard. That's the bad news. Here's the worst news. I searched the band room after second period jazz ensemble, but I didn't find any clues. I checked everywhere. The office, the rehearsal room, even the tuba cases. Nothing. Nada. Fermata. But I can't spend all day looking for clues. Some of us have to practice for the All-State Jazz Ensemble auditions. What's this? Someone put a new piece in my folder. It says, for the Humphrey event. It's a clue. All right, folks, let's see what this sounds like. Holy Darth Vader, that sounds ominous. You only play ominous music when something bad's about to happen. That's Pit Band 101, right after Be Careful with the Toaster Oven. Guys, I'm really worried about Janitor Humphrey.
Is this thing on? Okay, listen. I don't have much time. After Claire mentioned the librarian acting weird, I did what any normal person would do and followed Miss McGarry into the teacher's lot and hid in a bush. Now we all know Miss McGarry's law. Miss McGarry has never once left a building without forgetting at least one thing inside of it. And sure enough, right after she unlocked a car, she realized she left something, went back inside to get it. So I'm now here at her car, and I'm going to try to find a clue. So yeah. Wow. I guess adults get to eat fast food whenever they want. And then not clean up. I can't wait to tell my mom about this. Wait. I forgot. I'm committing a crime. No one tell my mom about this. Well. Oh. Oh, look. A clue. It says, tiger food prohibitively expensive. What does Miss McGarry know about tiger food? My older brother did show me a documentary about, well, a guy who feeds people to tigers. No one tell my mom about that either. You don't think Mr. Humphrey fed lunch lady Linda to... Miss McGarry's coming back. Ooh, a chicken nugget.
Hey, I guess I should probably explain why I've been hiding in the home ec room this entire time. First off, one of these days Miss McGarry is bound to actually make a successful lemon meringue pie. And I want to be there when it happens, but more importantly, I don't think the drama club would like what I have to say about Janitor Humphrey. And that's that I think he's a really nice guy. One day, after a late rehearsal, Mr. Humphrey helped me secure my science fair winning baking soda volcano onto the back of my bike, and I've never forgotten how kind that was. You try getting your own baking soda volcano onto the back of a bike after it erupted. Sure, he's kind of quiet and he doesn't really talk all that much, but who does? Well, theater kids do, but have you seen us? We're exhausting, and I think we're being a little quick to judge here. Dr. Seuss was awkward. Newton was aloof. Lincoln stood at 6'4", but hardly raised the roof. Meryl Streep's an introvert, so that alone should say sometimes being quiet's okay. Gandhi wasn't chatty. Cher is very shy. Snape seems scary, then helped Harry frequently not die. With quiet things like cats and trees and yoga, we're so blessed. So if for once you theater kids could give it a rest. I mean, sometimes being quiet, a little verbal diet. Often being quiet is best. I mean, best.
Phew. Third year dance class was a killer today, guys. Ballet? Okay. Bark the entire time? Oh my goodness, I feel like my legs are gonna fall off. But your heads are gonna fall off when you hear this. I overheard my ballet instructor, Miss Sheila, say that Mr. Humphrey, our janitor Mr. Humphrey, has epic dance moves.
I know, right? So here's what I'm thinking. The man has King of the Moose, the man has endless real estate in the form of Custodia. Put those two together and what do you get? That's right. Junior Humphrey is running an exclusive high-end underground Zumba studio from under the school. And he's forcing Lunchley, Linda, and Mr. McGurry to be his backup dancers. And before you say I'm way off base, check this out. I once saw Mr. Humphrey dancing with a broom just like this. Was he quite as good as me? No. But who is? I rest my case.
Hi guys, I'm supposed to be stocking these canned goods here at the school's food drive, but after what I just heard, I knew to contact you all right away. When I picked these canned goods up from church last night, I overheard one of the church volunteers say that the sanctuary was too small for Mr. Humphrey and Leslie Lena's upcoming service. Put it all together with everything we learned over the past 2 days, it all finally makes sense. Mr. Humphrey and Leslie Linda are both dead, and McGarry did it. Oh, it's so sad. These are special people in our lives who made our days clean and fed us healthy, nutritious. Well, they made our days clean. And now I'll honor them by bringing these canned goods to the needy. Nothing to distract me from. Oh my gosh, I'm really for additions. Bye.
All right, guys, this is it. The moment of truth. I'm here in the drama club office. Miss McGarry is nowhere in sight, and any second now, Coach Brockjaw will be here to make us all audition for the school's musical, The Greatest Showman, which I know for a fact he thinks is a documentary about Rob Gronkowski. Now, I've assembled the clues that we've gathered, and it's time to announce my conclusions. When we put together the strange disappearances, the wallet, the poem, the key, the ring box, the balloons, the whispering, the dancing, and the tiger food, it all becomes clear. Mr. Humphrey turned lunch lady Linda into tiger food so that he can serve mercury-filled fish in the cafeteria and clear out the school for his Lord of the Rings themed Zumba dancing club. What's the use? We've failed. I've failed. I don't really know what's going on here or where Mr. Humphrey's disappeared. At least Ginger isn't here to see how far I've fallen. Oh, Ginger. I thought I'd love a mystery, a chance to use my brain. But nothing here is making sense, and Ginger's down the drain. I guess I'm not cut out for this, so much to my dismay. My dad, fish, and I had better call it a day. I guess I better go pick out a dress for Lunch Lady Linda's funeral service. Wait a second. Dress? Service? That's it! And I'm getting another video call from Skip Sinwell. No way, Skip! You're not cracking this investigation before me.
Good afternoon, everyone. With an eye for justice and an impeccable sense of timing, I have chosen now to reveal the findings of my investigation. This just in, all members of the drama club are being asked to report immediately to Custodia. Okay. Alright, how old do you have to be to win the Pulitzer for investigative journalism? 23? Oh, okay, ooh, what if you get a note from your parents? Oh, come on. Oh, come on!
Finally, you've all arrived. Welcome to Custodia Drama Club, and don't expect to leave anytime soon. I know you've all been on a crazy hunt to find out some very personal information about some members of our staff. Well, the first thing you should know is, it's none of your business what the adults do in their personal time. Second, wait, why are you all looking at me like that? Ugh, hold on. Sorry, this basement is damp and there are leaks everywhere, so I have to wear this hoodie. Where was I? Oh, right. You were going to find out soon enough anyways, so I thought I'd be the one to tell you. Mr. Humphrey and Lunch Lady Linda, who, by the way, is just called Linda, are getting married tomorrow. What's that, Foster? You already knew? Oh, well, I bet you didn't know this, that I, being the best director in the city, have been acting as their wedding planner and master of ceremonies. Oh, you figured that out too? Well, I'm counting that as a victory for our education system, so you're welcome. Anyways, that's why I haven't been around a lot. I've been keeping a low profile while running a high profile gig. Auditions will of course be postponed, so that I can give you both the attention that you deserve and clearly demand. Would have notified you earlier, but an artist can't be expected to keep track of anything, especially not when you're imagining, planning, and executing the greatest exotic animal-themed pescatarian wedding this middle school has ever seen. Oh, and another thing. I know many of you have some harsh things to say about Mr. Humphrey, but if he ever seems tired or grumpy, it's because he works 2 jobs to send his money to the Give a Kid a Crock Foundation, making sure every child in Eastern Europe has both a slow cooker and a pair of soft, ugly shoes. He also volunteers at big cat shelters in his spare time, and I must confess, Mr. Humphrey has saved several of our musicals. When the turntable began throwing actors across the stage in Les Mis, Mr. Humphrey fixed it. When the car broke down in Greece and spewed wiper fluid across the stage, it was Mr. Humphrey who cleaned it up. When Ashley Newman cried so much on the closing night of Matilda that her tears threatened to discolor the stage, it was Mr. Humphrey who desalinated the floorboards. So, in conclusion, don't jump to conclusions and don't judge a book by its cover. Now, pay attention. You may not be auditioning for a musical today, but I have some dance moves for this wedding ceremony that I would like you all to learn. They go a little something like this. You had yourself an escapade, you've reached the finish line, but with every step along the way you misread every sign. You thought that your custodian was a ghost who haunts the halls, but you never took the time to see behind those coveralls. What if you flipped the magnifying glass for another point of view? 'Cause you think you know what you just don't know, no. You don't have a clue, no, no. You think you know what you just don't know, no. You don't have a clue.
Good morning, everyone. Our top stories today. The Cross Country Club has decided to rename themselves in the spirit of honesty and will now be known as the Cross a Good Portion of Town Club. The possum that lives on the roof of the school has now learned to fill out a Scantron. And last, but certainly not least, school bells weren't the only bells pealing through these halls last night. A wedding occurred, which this reporter correctly predicted, as lunch lady Linda walked down the cafetorium aisle to marry Mr. Humphrey, accompanied by a flash mob from our very own drama club. Music was provided by Danny and the rest of the pit band, and flower girl duties were handed to Ashley Newman until halfway up the aisle when she remembered she was allergic to most flowers and had to be escorted out by medical professionals. Sometimes a flair for the dramatic is needed, and this reporter is grateful to the drama club for sending me on my greatest investigative inquiry to date, and for keeping everyone on their toes, not least of all, themselves. The entire school was in attendance, as were many members of the local dance company, of which Linda and Mr. H are both card-carrying members. The bride wore white and a hairnet, and the groom traded in his typically dirty coveralls for some slightly cleaner coveralls. We wish these two lovebirds all the best as they begin their new life together. And we here at Campus Chronicles would like to editorialize on one last note.